Hey, it's Rachel. Let me fix this phone. Sorry. Whoops. Okay. It's Rachel. One of my videos got deleted about my ballerinas with dreadlocks, as you probably wondered. How am I going to be a ballerina with all these dreadlocks? But I will redo that video tomorrow when I have a moment, as it is Nutcracker season. And I go on stage again. My costume is ready, but I have to be on stage at 7:30, so in about half an hour, so I can do my makeup again. So I just left a little tiny bit on of eyeliner. So anyway, today I'm going to do about, ooh, what is that? Icky. Right? Flies. Go away, fly. Darning your pointe shoes. Now this is the way I do it. See, that's a little burnt because I don't cut the satin. See, this is still all satin, and I do it from here to here. And you don't actually have to darn your pointe shoes, but I find that just recently, actually, and I'm much older than a young ballerina, I find that these, darnings can help me feel while I'm in the shoe where it helps me turn better. It makes me, balance better, because I don't use anything thick. I actually use, at the dollar store, dental floss. It's probably going to be backwards in there, I don't know. But, just whatever. It's waxed dental floss. And as long as it's not green, that's fine. And all you want to do is get the up to the crown. Okay, like I said. And I did it once around to here, and then all the way back to here. And the knots are fine, because as you can see, I burned them off with a lighter, so you're going to need your pointe shoes. Okay, now this one's done, this one's not. I prefer dental floss, but you can use darning thread. Darning thread's thicker, so you might only have to go once around. You can do the entire thing like this, and all the way down to here, and you would cut all this off, but you don't have to, and I'll tell you why. It really doesn't matter, to be honest. I mean, some places make you do it, but I mean, my teacher never did. None of my ballet mistresses or masters made me do it. So, now here's an undarned shoe. These are slightly used. Well, for me, they're pretty used. So, I have a little bit of thread in my needle. It's not big. You can use a darning needle, or what I always called a leather needle. It's like a sickle. Looks like a big fat sickle. And that's better if you want to use darning thread. Okay? So, I'm just going to show you how to start the process, okay? Now you want to usually double it, like this. You double the thread, so see how it's like 2, and you tighten it, and then you make a loop and tie it in 2 knots. I don't know if you can see that, but it is 2 knots. Now, here. Okay, see, what I do is I put my hand inside the shoe, like this, okay? And I find right here, where the edge is, and I go, I actually put my hand like this, I just realized that, sorry. And I go down. See that? And you can pull it. I leave that part loose, and and then I go again around, same way. It's like almost like you're like loop, 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 but that's only for the beginning. So you go again. Okay, can you see that? Now, as I pull it through for the second time, there is that loose. Ooh, this is why people use thicker, what do you call it? Thicker needles. This is the first time I've actually had this problem. So, you can use scissors, but I tend to have my little magic thing that I use. A thimble would be great, but I don't ever carry thimbles. So I pull it through with a Leatherman. Okay. I know it sounds silly, but I do actually work with a lot of leather and tools. So now you see it makes a loop. Now you're going to make it go through that loop and pull. Now you're going to keep going with your hand here down at the side. I know it takes a little bit, it's a little bit of a daunting task. There we go. Push, and again through. Make sure you keep that long piece out of there, because you're going to burn that off. In fact, and then through. Now let's burn that long piece off, okay? Just because it gets in the way when I show you. Dental floss, I love, because it just gets out of the way. Okay, be very careful when you do that. It becomes flat, very flat. But you don't want to burn yourself. Okay. I'm going to keep going towards yourself. And as you go towards yourself, sorry for making this a little bit weird. Here, let's see if I can do it here. See? This is where a thimble would come in really well handy, but I never use thimbles. I just end up using my Leatherman because I love tools. I'm a weirdo. I know. Now what you're going to want to do is keep doing this, okay? And you're going to want to do it all the way around this part, okay? Just like I showed you, right where you can go right to the box where your toes would be, okay? Right here, the flat thing, so that you can, when you go over, this is your foot, and here's your, my foot actually bends down here too, obviously, but you know, and it gives you a better spin, especially this one. This is my left foot, and I should have, and it's actually very fast. Oops, I forgot to loop that one. That's okay. Let's do it do that loop again, and keep working it this way. Okay, keep working it away from you. And now the real key is, after you work it all the way around, like this, one more loop. Okay, what I want you to do, or what you want to do rather, is see how it's going to end up going like this, like around the top, and yada yada yada. Okay, you're going to start again from the other side and double it up. That's why this shoe is so thick. Do you see how thick that is? Because it will smush down as you go over your box for exercises, and it will, like I said, help you spin and just everything. And I do not cut the satin off, but you can cut the satin off from here. You want to count from the middle, 1, 2, 2 to 3, and go up, and then around, and then down. So you cut that, and then people will darn the entire thing with, usually not dental floss, usually darning thread. But if you're just going to do something like this, I use dental floss. I mean, it works just the same way as I sew my ribbons and my elastics. See? Works the same way. So, happy dancing. And if you have any questions about darning your shoes or anything else, sewing, let me know. And wish me well on my performance tonight. The afternoon went really great.